Local businesses are the lifeblood of our economy. I think we all know that. These are the folks who are paying the wages for our families to be able to live the quality of life that they do, who are supporting our nonprofits to do the type of incredible work in our communities that they do, and that are paying the tax revenues to support the services that we all care so deeply about here in Montgomery County. And so I am just so touched and honored to be able to recognize our outstanding Montgomery County Chamber of Commerce for all the advocacy they do for the folks who do so much for our community. I was at a briefing yesterday dealing with federal contracting. We have 3,500 federal contractors in Montgomery, in the state of Maryland, many of which are in Montgomery County. 1/3 of them are small businesses, and we had it was one of the many programs that the Chamber does throughout the year that provides so much for our communities. I'm particularly appreciative of the Green Certification program, working with our Department of Environmental Protection, and all of the support that the Chamber does, in particular for our veteran-owned businesses, with free training and other services to support those in our community, to provide them an opportunity to start their own businesses and to succeed. We have an outstanding business community here, largely because of the advocacy of the Chamber and others who support them. 115 corporate headquarters with 100 or more employees here, 149 cyber companies, over 300 biohealth companies here in Montgomery County. And one of the most exciting things for me is 47% of the businesses that we have that are owned in Montgomery County are owned by women. And that is an outstanding number that demonstrates our leadership, and hopefully that number continues to grow in the future. So I'd love to ask Gigi Godwin, our tenacious and fearless leader of the Montgomery County Chamber, who has just brought so much for the past 13 years, to bring this chamber to the next level, to say a few words and also introduce so many of her outstanding colleagues and board members who are here with us today. Gigi?
Thank you very much. Thank you, Councilmember Friedson. I might have to do this because I'm not tall enough for that. And also thank you, Council President Navarro and members of the County Council, and congratulations to all of our new members of the Council. We're really excited about working with you because Montgomery County Chamber of Commerce has been working in partnership with our county to make it the place it is for the last 60 years. And we have a great legacy working together. We've seen huge gains in our infrastructure, working together to make transit happen, and metro funding, and the ICC, our built environment, working on Silver Spring and White Oak and White Flint and Pike and Rose and Bethesda, and so much of our county to make it the place it is. Strathmore, I remember when it opened, and we all advocated to make that happen. And of course, education. We're a huge advocate for MCCS's CIP and construction for all of our higher ed pals. And of course, we are the home of so much great work that happens in science and biotech, and of course, cybersecurity. Our companies are building artificial intelligence, blockchain technology. We are, in fact, the global gateway for solutions that are being exported to the world. So we're proud to be here. We're proud to have the county be our great partner for the last 60 years. We're looking forward to another great 60 years. So I am very proud to be standing here with my incredible team, and I want to just point them out, who they are, and then I'm going to introduce my board chairs that are here too. So Tricia Swanson, raise your hand so that you can see. She does our Vice President of Government Relations. Linda Kezian, who brings those great events that all of you have been to. Has anybody here been to our events? If so, Linda produces those. Barbara Ash, Executive Vice President, who talked me into coming into the chamber years ago in the first place, who runs all of our government contracting and also our foundation, which is where VIP lives. And with that, I want to then turn over to my, I'm going to acknowledge my board chairs who were kind enough to come today, and then I'm going to turn it over to my current board chair. So we're very happy to have Jerry Shapiro, former chair of Shapiro and Duncan, and very happy to have Charlie with us today from Innovative Business. Charlie Atwell from you did this to me beforehand. You were teasing me. Innovative Business Interiors. Our interior environments are so important, of course. And of course, we have Jim Young, who has been the leader on all things having to do with Marriott, making sure that Marriott stayed here. Thank you, and you're a great chair. With that, I'd like to turn it over to my current board chair, Leslie Weber from Johns Hopkins. Leslie.
Thank you, Gigi, and thank you, Councilmember Friedson and Jawando and Reamer for your proclamation today. As Gigi said, we have been the advocates for business success in Montgomery County for 60 years. We're particularly proud in the last year for our work on a federal piece of legislation called the Runway Bill, which is actually giving more time to them, those small business contractors, to grow into medium-sized businesses to where they can compete with the larger companies for important federal contracting. That's an example of the type of good ideas that we love to work with legislatures on in terms of helping our businesses grow to become catalysts for future success, to becoming catalysts for more great jobs here in Montgomery County that enhance our quality of life. So for the next 60 years, we pledge to work with you and your successors and their successors to really continue to get rid of those kinds of rules that impede business growth and to really help make sure that we can all succeed in the future. So thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm going to read this proclamation with thanks for everything that all of our businesses do and our chamber does to support those businesses to not only improve lives, but in some cases, in many cases, to actually save lives here in Montgomery County. Whereas the Montgomery County Chamber of Commerce has been and continues to be the voice of businesses in Montgomery County and the region for 60 years, with a membership base representing a cross-section of businesses and with industry diversity amongst its board of directors. And whereas in 2017, the Montgomery County Chamber Foundation celebrated the graduation of its 1,000th graduate from the Veteran Institute for Procurement, a national program headquartered in Montgomery County that trains service-disabled and veteran-owned small businesses on how to succeed in the federal government workplace. And whereas, as a Montgomery County Green Certified business itself, the Montgomery County Chamber of Commerce partnered with the Montgomery County Department of Environmental Protection and Montgomery College to establish a Green Business Certification program and holds green business forums throughout the year to expand marketplace knowledge. And whereas the Montgomery County Chamber of Commerce has been chartered for 45 years to convene an annual Public Safety Awards Luncheon, which is the largest valor event of its kind in the entire Washington metropolitan area. And whereas, in addition to the signature annual events and monthly membership events hosted by the Chamber, the organization is entering its 15th year of hosting the GovConNet Pathway to Growth Procurement Conference, an impactful regional procurement conference for small businesses. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the County Council of Montgomery County, Maryland, hereby celebrates the 60th anniversary of the Montgomery County Chamber of Commerce. And be it further resolved that the County Council recognizes the Montgomery County Chamber of Commerce as the voice of Montgomery County's business community and wishes the Chamber all the best as they celebrate their anniversary. Presented on this 5th day of February, 2019, signed by myself and Council President Nancy Navarro. Congratulations, and you look awfully good for 60. Take a picture. If my colleagues could join as well in the picture.